what do you think are some of the strengths of the agriculture industry at this point?
Well, in the last 10 years when it's been so tough in manufacturing and for small business, we've actually seen agriculture growing 5 times faster than any other part of our economy. And today, 1 out of 4 jobs are connected to agriculture in Michigan. So our strengths really come from our diversity of crops. We have more diversity than any other state but California. So we are able to handle different weather changes and so on. We have very high quality. We have a lot of food processing, although we could do more in that area, I think, to bring in jobs as well. And we've really expanded the local food efforts as well. There's a tremendous growth in farmers markets, and I've been able to get the law changed so that our schools can now purchase from local farmers, whether it's fruits and vegetables or milk or whatever it is, to bring into the schools so we can create a stronger local effort as well. And then finally, we are very big leaders in biofuels and this new area called bio-based manufacturing, where we're using agricultural products to replace petroleum in plastics and other kinds of manufacturing processes.
What are some of your main concerns for the future of agriculture in Michigan?
The biggest challenge is always the risks that relate to weather. I mean, farmers are in a very risky business. They do a tremendous job, but you can't control the weather, and we certainly don't want any farmer losing the farm because of a few days of bad weather. Market changes, and we also have now a whole generation of farmers, like all of us that are getting older, that are retiring, and so I'm very focused on beginning farmers. How do we make sure that families can easily pass on the farm, and that people that want to get into farming have the opportunity to do that?
Do you think that farm subsidies are still necessary as you go forward, or will that become kind of a thing of the past?
Well, it is as part of a deficit reduction plan that my House colleague, Chairman Frank Lucas, and I proposed when, in fact, we were the only ones that did a Republican-Democrat House-Senate joint proposal on how to cut the deficit, and our job is to look at agriculture. We recommended that we no longer provide payments for agriculture during good times. I mean, we can't afford to do that. Something called direct payments, where you get it regardless of what's happening, really doesn't make sense in these tight economic times. But we do need to make sure that crop insurance and other things that help with risk management, disaster assistance, that farmers have what they need if they need it. And so we have a big stake in a quality food supply, secure food supply, safe food supply. So we want to make sure those are there. And we also have a tremendous partnership with farmers on conservation on working lands. The biggest investment we make in the Farm Bill that we write every 5 years is in conservation, land and water conservation. So we want open spaces, we want our hunters, we want our fishermen to be able to have access to open spaces and clean water, and at the same time we want to help farmers be able to meet their environmental challenges. So the conservation part of the Farm Bill is also very important.
Anything else you'd like to add about your visit to Ferris?
It's always great to be here. And it's wonderful to see the growth at Ferris and see the wonderful things that are happening. I'm proud back in 2002 to have secured funds to help with the Granger Center and the efforts around air conditioning, ventilation, the whole effort of skill development that Ferris is so strong with, as well as so many other areas. And I'm very proud of the students here. The big event, the other efforts going on to reach out for community service is really wonderful.